What's up, guys? How is everyone doing today? Let me get set up a little bit better here. There we go. How is everyone? As if you read in the chat, I'm expecting to most likely see a dip here. And I'll show you why I believe so. And again, guys, I could be wrong. Let's look at what I'm looking at here. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Well, first of all, the EMAs are looking pretty strong here. So I'm not saying that it's not possible that we come down to just a 7,060 and back up. But what I believe is going to happen, I will show you here now. Let me first we'll take a look at this. What I believe, this is the RSI. You can see I have the falling channel here, and I believe that we're going to come back. I can get this out of the way. This was an alert I had set here while I was at work. So, all right. I believe that we're going to come back and test this top of this trend line here of this falling channel, and if we look in the price action, that would match up with this falling channel here, and that would get us right to the 0.5 fib. I do have Fibonacci extension from the swing low to the swing high here, and that would be lining up at the 0.5 and this. That would have to happen before this candle close, this 4-hour candle close, before the daily closes. So that's what I'm looking at. All right, what the hell? How come I didn't get to watch from the start? Damn. Hope you're right. Could use some more upside action. Couldn't we all? We'll see what happens. You know, I could be wrong. It could go. There is some lower targets down there too. And that, let me show you real quick. If the 69 doesn't hold, I would be looking at, this is the macro 0.65 here, and that would be the macro 0.65. If we did break through the 96.40 range, the next stop would be about 68.80, and then the golden retracement zone or golden pocket zone in here for the little move would be in between 68.20 and 67.85. But I really think we're most likely at least going to get a bounce if we come down to this 69.40. Let's see what happens. This should get interesting. What's up, Agent Bambi? What's up, Timmy J? Reg, Big Ralph, R Lake, John, what's up from Scotland? Really appreciate your videos and help on crypto. Glad I can help, man. Blockchain, nice live call on the 15-minute chart yesterday. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. What's up, Henry? Let's go into the smaller chart real quick. Let's go down to the 1 hour. I'm going to go ahead and pull these. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of the way real quick so it clears the chart up a little. I'm going to go ahead and clear the EMAs off here for now also. And kind of just get a look at that. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Look at that volume just going to nothing. So we should be definitely getting a move here. I do have a trend line here also, guys. If we pop above this, we could be going up a little bit from here. This is the 0.618 from the macro at the 72.22. So, but I do believe we're going to come down and test this line. Again, guys, it's only my opinion. There's no guarantees, but I do believe that's most likely what's going to happen. Crypto rumors. Savy likes are bullish. Breakout during his video. Can anyone see this? My chat is hooped. It's hooped? What the hell is hooped? Thanks for the quality work as always, Savy. Thanks for the support from everybody in here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Wouldn't be no need to even do the channel if it wasn't for you guys. I'm glad that, you know, it's can help you guys out and actually give you a way to look at the market. But yeah, if you look at it in the 1 hour here too, I have this trend line off of these peaks here. And the same thing on the 1 hour to come down here would be about the right distance to get us down to that 69.41. So that's why I'm looking at that area. Again, guys, I could be wrong. I do have a long placed here. I think I put my long in at, I'm actually, let me look at it. I've been posting it in the chat. I think I am going to move my, no, I'm going to keep it where it's at. I got my entry at 69.50 with a stop loss at 69.30. So if it does drop below that, then I'm prepared to see what's going to happen. Maybe enter a different long, or, you know, there's always a possibility we come all the way back down. But I'm really looking for a bounce off of this trend line here. But again, we'll see what happens. Nobody can be right all the time, right? Don't forget to smash the likes, guys. Geert Remakers, Savy, do you now have a trade? Yes, I'm not in a trade. I have a order in right here. I have a long order there. Like I said, and I don't suggest anybody follow anybody's trades. I kind of just doing it to show you, you know, what I'm doing, not to follow me. Yeah, just, you shouldn't follow anybody. If you need to follow anybody for trade advice or to tell you when to trade, you probably shouldn't be trading. Just to be honest, dollar cost average, man. If you believe in Bitcoin, if you don't, I don't know what the hell you're doing in the space. Geert, I don't know how to say her name. Hope I'm not murdering it too bad. If it breaks the upper resistance, do you trade as well? If it breaks this resistance right here, if it breaks out of this trend line and goes up, I will not. I may switch and enter along if we break this trend line right here. This white trend line up top where we got stopped yesterday. And the move would still be the same. I'd be looking at if this was to break. And right now it's around the 74.40 range. And again, guys, I would make sure it broke, maybe come back down and test it before getting in, and then put a stop loss just under it. But I would be shooting for, we have this heavy resistance at 77, but I do believe if we break this, we're most likely headed up to this 8100 area. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And if it comes down here and I get in this long here, I'm going to probably empty some of the position right here, take some profit. And if it bounces up through here, great. If not, then I'll get out of the rest of my position. It's a pretty great long, man, right? So I'm guessing you're saying this is the bottom. I'm not saying anything for sure, but yeah, I think it's a good possibility that we have bottomed. I know everybody's still calling for the lower lows, but it's a damn good possibility we bottomed. If not, you know, we could be coming all the way down to that $6,000 range. We are going to move this target now. But yeah, if it doesn't, we could be looking more around the $6,000 range. But we'll see what happens. See if this plays out. Bitcoin is going to 100K by December 2022, in my opinion, said Stephen Hubbs. Definitely a possibility. I think it might go much higher than that. I had this macro chart in here I had showed in the room or in the chat a few times. Oh, another thing I wanted to look at. In the BLX, this is breaking out of the trend line in the weekly right here. But that's in the BLX. Over here on Coinbase in the weekly, it is not breaking out yet. But a break of this line would be pretty damn bullish, guys. I wanted to point that out real quick. Back to seeing what's going on this. I'm going to stay in the 1 hour chart just because it's fun. But this is why I got off track there. Sorry. I do believe we could go much higher. by 2021. Reason being is if everything lined up and this trend line stayed intact, it would be December 2021 around 3,000 or 300,005. Not to say that's going to happen, but that's the way everything lines up in this. As you can see, this line we had been getting support off of from these wicks back here all the way over to January, February, March of this year. We rode it. We poked down through it yesterday, and now we are back above it in our weekly. Let's see if we keep up here and close it there. Where did you learn your TA? I was in penny stocks before this, so I did a lot of breakout trading. Just a lot of research. I read a lot about Elliott Wave is what I started using. I don't use Elliott Wave. I think it's horrible for predicting the market. It's great for looking afterwards and see what happened. But yeah, I don't know if you guys heard, but Elliott died a poor man. So anyways, and then I got into Wyckoff. The Wyckoff method, that is my preferred method. And I kind of just mixed it up and made my own simple TA that works. It's been working for me, and yeah, I mainly just use my RSI, trend lines, support and resistance, and you guys that watch the channel know I'm pretty big on the EMAs also. But as of right now, I just got them off there to keep the chart clean, so get them out of there for us. Does look like it wants to break this little trend line here. We'll see what happens, guys. Do you think we hit the bottom with Bitcoin? It's definitely possible. What's Wyckoff? Look it up. Just it's Wyckoff, W-Y-C-K-O-F-F. Just Google it, Wyckoff method. There's some free PDF files you can read on it. It doesn't just, it's not like Elliott Wave that just tells you, you know, to count the waves, whatever. It actually explains what's going on in the market, what the thinking is. It's definitely a more, it's a way better way of looking at the market. I'll put it that way. Savvy, do you put much weight in the weekly close? I do. If you guys remember back here when, a month ago when we were over here, we dropped below my 55 EMA here. We came up and we were playing in here, and I said if we didn't close back above this 55 EMA, if we opened and closed a candle below it, we would be bearish, because if you look historically through the whole chart, that's what happens. Once we broke down underneath the 55 EMA, opened and closed the whole candle in the weekly, then we were bearish for weeks. George Zeff says we're going up to 8K. You guys know the clue or the routine. If I switch out of here with the be right back, I am just switching some stuff up. So can you pick the high and lows of Bitcoin each day? Mr. Smith? No, it all depends on what the market's doing. John Redent said, I like Wyckoff sometimes too. Yeah, like I said, I don't use just one. I kind of mix everything up. I use my fibs, trend lines, support resistance, EMAs, and my RSI. Those are really about, that's it. I don't really use much more. I mean, I'll open up on other indicators and play with them, but I don't. I try to make my analysis just off of the simple stuff. We're still bearish on MACD and stochastic RSI on the weekly. Yeah, I don't use those. And that's why. We were bearish on them the whole run up from December too. Steve Hubb said, recommend people to draw the Bitcoin prices since July 2010 on log paper to represent and project 10 years into the future. Oh, to the present and project 10 years into the future. Stochastic RSI is lame, said Channing. Steve Hub, 6 figures in 3 years, 7 figures in about 8 years. That would be sweet. Dirksy must be in one of those moods again today, right? Mr. Smith said, smart money selling Bitcoin, slowly going down. You think smart money is selling Bitcoin, or you think smart money is buying Bitcoin and fearful dumb money is selling Bitcoin? Point to ponder. This is when smart money buys, guys. And then they collect profit up here, and then everybody gets fearful, and then they have a big dump, and then smart money will buy here, and then people get all happy, and then smart money collects a little more profit, dumps it down, people get fearful, and I believe right now is probably accumulation for smart money. Big wallets getting bigger recently because they're smart. I am getting sick of my job, man. After 5 o'clock, I think I might be shutting my phone off soon. It's like people don't have nothing else to do. They wait till 5 o'clock and then want to bug me. Volume is definitely declining here. And that's on the weekly. Let's go back over to the hourly. Look at that. It's just smashed up against it. Need new money in crypto. That's what they said in the beginning of 2017. And what happened? New money came in fast as shit. That's what happens. It don't just come in and people are like, oh, big money's here. It comes in and it rushes in. There's not going to be a warning like, oh, here they come. Next year is the year for use case. Bitcoin is going to run all next year. Bitcoin broke. Possibly. Dirksy, me too, dude, dealing with the scumbags of the world and have to be nice all day. Give me Moon Man. Yep, still the boss. Let's talk 2017. Savvy, I'm not baiting you. Just want to know your thoughts without tarnishing your rep. On what, John Smith? Mr. Cyclone, always love your vids. Thanks, man. Steve Hub, Draper thinks new money will come in when women figure out they're getting... I seen that. Charged for credit cards and whatever. That's hilarious. John Smith, the Patreon thing. What about the Patreon thing? I don't do a Patreon thing. Tried talking to the wife about Bitcoin. Her response, it's all a scam. LOL, might have to rethink this relationship. That's just that's the sheep mentality. They believe what they hear on the news. They don't bother to do research on it to understand it. So, yeah, why would they why would they think Bitcoin is anything else than what they hear on TV if they don't take the initiative to look into it? Can I ask your opinion about my charts? G Crypto targets Glenn. Sure. You can't post charts in the chat though, so I don't know how you're going to do that other than join the Discord. Anybody that's new here, definitely subscribe to the channel. I do daily updates every single day, and there is a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. Also, every morning, if you watch the video, make sure you leave a comment. Not only does it help the channel out, it also gives you a chance to win a free t-shirt on Sunday from my wife's webpage, inkyourimage.com. There's a link to that below in the description too. She can put anything on this stuff you want, not just the stuff you see. She also does hoodies, keychains, socks, all kinds of stuff. She can put family pictures, whatever you want on any of this stuff. So, my quick wife shill. Dirksy, dude, my wife lost her freaking marbles when she heard I was buying Bitcoin. She like, what the hell is that imaginary crap? The wife thinks it's a Ponzi and says I'm gambling. That's probably the same thing the wives were saying when the guys were buying it at $20, and I bet they ain't saying that anymore. My thoughts each and every day, Dirk C. Businesses, we want to take crypto when adoption gets better. Credit card companies eat their profit margins. Yes, they do. People don't get that. Like when credit cards give you 1% cash back or whatever, it's not like they're giving it to you. They're charging whoever's using the card, and you're getting part of that. So like when you buy something somewhere, they're paying that 1%. It ain't like the bank is giving it to you. The bank is not going to give you any money. Yo, what's up, Jeff Long? I got my wife into Bravo, the gateway cryptocurrency drug. I think my wife left because I bought Bitcoin. Ouch, that sucks, Crypto Libby. Monichin actually said he doesn't know if fiat being used for nefarious activity. Unbelievable. Not sure I understood that. I've got the ledger and afraid to shell through it, thinking it's just junk. What? 2 words for all your doubters. Zoom out. Yeah, here, I'll zoom out for them. I mean, there we go. Here's the log chart. That's a pretty healthy freaking chart, guys. Pretty damn healthy. I'm a true believer in Bitcoin. I mean, if you're not a true believer, I guess it could be kind of scary. I don't know. And just don't put in more than you're willing to lose, guys. Don't put in a bunch of money and think you're going to pull out triple in a week. Give it time. Put in what you can afford to put in without it affecting you, and then you won't be affected. Must admit you have grown on me, Savvy. All right, Jimmy. Ledger works beautifully. Yes, it does. I like the ELLIPAL too. I have links to both those down below. If you guys, you don't have to use my links, guys, but get your cryptos off the exchanges. Not your keys, not your crypto. That is so important. Anything could happen to any of the exchanges you're on, even Coinbase and that. I mean, I get it. It's insured for the cash value, but not the Bitcoin. So, yeah, guys, get your crypto off the exchanges, man. That cannot be stressed enough. Be in possession of your own keys. Steve Hubbs, timing the market is more important than timing the market. Yes, it is. What's the cheapest way to keep your crypto offline? There's other wallets you can use. I don't use anything but Ledger, and now I use the ELLIPAL Titan too. But I guess what's the other? Trezor's a good one. A good cold wallet. I don't have a link to that below, so you have to check for that somewhere else. But yeah, Ledger and Titan are the only ones I use. There's different wallets, app wallets you guys can use or whatever. I don't have none of those that I use. I just use my cold storage wallets. Bitcoin or fiat currency, easiest decision ever. Bitcoin broke. Yeah, my wife hates Bitcoin, but she is starting to grasp the value. It just takes work to show your passion. Yeah, my wife has, I don't want to say she likes Bitcoin, but she is starting to understand it more. Yo, Savvy, not often I'm awake and you're on. Glad to be live for a change. Welcome, Paul. Good to have you, man. George said I'd rather keep it on a Ledger Nano X. Yeah, the guy did say cheapest. Exodus is a decent desktop wallet. Yeah, I haven't used that either. It's all about education. Yeah, I suggest, I'm sure there's more videos out there you guys could watch. And like, if you're new to crypto, kind of get a grasp on it. Start looking at the basics and what blockchain is and how it works, and learn a little bit about how currency evolves and money comes about. I mean, yeah, Bitcoin is amazing. It really freaking is. Mr. Smith, January 2017, Bitcoin, $1,000. BitConnect is 0.30. Bitcoin goes to 20K. BitConnect over $400. Don't forget Tether. So that you could be a play with my research. Says we might come back down, then go up. New money comes. It's possible. Do you see the dragon pattern Bitcoin is in? Do you know about that pattern? The dragon pattern? Are you talking about just this as a neck and a head? Is that what you're talking about? I've never heard of the dragon pattern, no. Or are you talking about this whole thing? TC said, guys, Savy needs more likes. We're at 57. Let's hit 69. Hit the likes, guys. I really do appreciate it. 144 viewers and 57 likes. Are you serious? Come on, guys. Take a second out. Smash the like. See if you can get us to 100 at least with 146 people. All you got to do is hit the likes. It doesn't cost you anything. And neither does subscribing to the channel if you're new here. The dragon looks so cool. I've been watching the dragonfly. No one knows where the market's going. Simples. So do we have a troll in here? Education needs to be pointed in the direction of how to do your own research. I suppose maybe somebody, there's got to be some good videos out there teaching the basics of Bitcoin. There's got to be. Paul Bear, and join the Discord. Great community. Links down below, guys, if you haven't checked it out. It doesn't cost you anything. Hop in there, see if you like it. Try it out for a while. If you don't, no harm done. Go somewhere else. Pretty simple. 71 likes. Come on, guys. Keep them coming. Take a second out. Here's a gold chart. This is pretty interesting. It looks like it could possibly be ready to pop. If we pop this, I'd say we're headed up somewhere around the 1530 range. And if that breaks, the measured move of this falling wedge would be the 1570. And if we can't break this, most likely headed down to around the 1425 area. Hopefully we see some movement, right? Snake a fatty and watch the dragonfly. An hourly close. What is it now? We have a whole nother hour left. We have 2 minutes left. If this trend line is correct, which I'm not putting a lot of weight on this trend line, guys, but if it's correct, the next candle will open outside of it in 2 minutes. And if it don't break back below, we could see a little move up here. I don't think it'll be the move. We might get a leg up and then come down. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But we got an hour before I think if it takes more than an hour, I think we go lower than 69.40 area. Paul Sigley, Bitcoin going down. People love saying that. And usually it's because they're not holding any at the moment and they just hope it goes down. I hold my Bitcoin and my Ethereum for at least 4 years. Hi, everyone. What's up, Tito Life? Long game here. Same here. Paul Sigley said it's going to dump tonight, I believe. It is definitely a possibility, man. It is Bitcoin. No one knows 100%, but I thought we would come down and tag this, which we still could. We have another hour. Come down and tag this and then continue up. That is what I'm looking at, just because of the RSI and the price action and my trend lines in there. We'll see, though. Let's go on a 15-minute. See what that looks like. 15-minute, we're already outside that, if that trend line's right. And I guess it could be wrong. Go back into the 15-minute. 15-minute shows we popped out, if I have it right. I'd rather watch it in the 1 hour, for sure. Nope, made lovely profit, bought at the bottom, sold at the top. Nice. Good for you, man. Making enchiladas. Pump it. I think we're going to have a Christmas bull run, said George Zaff. So it did open outside this line. Let me see something real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clone this line off of these two wicks here and then bring it up there. That'll give us a better idea if that top line is correct. Let me get this out of here, clone this one, and bring it up top. And nope, we have not broke that yet. That is correctly drawn now. So now if it breaks that line, I'm pretty confident with that trend line now. Mark Calley said the basics of Bitcoin is when it reaches halving in May, just add another zero. George Hyson said, I actually see a bull flag where you see a falling wedge in the last 24 hours. In the last 24 hours. Are you talking about this here? This being a bull flag? I'm not so sure. It could be. It's kind of funky. I mean, we only have one touch up here, two touches on the bottom so far. But we'll see. I mean, if this breaks this trend line, I'd say it's a good possibility it pops up rather quickly if it breaks this trend line here. Hey, Savy, do you use multiple wallets for redundancy? Meaning, do you limit the number of coins you will put on a wallet just in case the wallet itself fails or is lost? I do. I have a few. I have a few ledgers, and I have that ELLIPAL. Smash the likes, FOMOers. There is a tool to draw the channel, Savvy. Yeah, I know, but I just do it this way. I know there's a channel tool. I just don't mess with it. I'd rather do it manually. And the reason I do that, because if I have to switch it, you know, and it changes up, I don't have to mess with the stupid channel line. But yeah, I know there's a channel line, man. Another reason I don't use them is because when you're using a channel and I have the channel on and I use my phone to check my charts, whenever I try to move it, it moves the channels and crap. Because this whole area, if you touch anywhere in the channel, screws it up when it's on the phone. That's why it's another reason I don't use the channel tool anymore. Paul Wells, love your work, Savvy, and goes all the other YouTubers' work. And goes with all the other YouTubers' work. If we pop out of that trend line, then I would be bullish, but gotta beat the higher low to go bullish. Yeah, I wouldn't go bullish unless we break this trend line here. And then, like I said, if we break that trend line, our next point of resistance is going to be 77. For one, this trend line is going to be around the 74.25, 74.30 range, somewhere in there, depending on where we hit it, if we get up here. And then if that breaks, I'd be looking at the 77 to 8100. Unique Iwan. Hope I said that right. Guys, like the video. It's completely free and helps them out a lot. Yes, it does. It helps the channel out tremendously, guys, if you just hit the damn like button. I don't know why it's so hard for people. Let's see how many people are in here and how many people hit it. So there's 160 people and 93 likes. I don't understand why it's so hard to hit the like button. Like, I guess just because I do this, and I guess maybe I was guilty of not doing it before too, but now that I have a channel, whenever I watch someone's videos, I actually hit the like button. And I actually leave comments too if I like the video. I mean, if it's good. Savy's TA is pretty accurate, and let's smack them likes and subscribe. Yes, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and there should be in the lower right-hand side of the screen, maybe. I don't know if it's on there in my lives or not, but definitely hit the subscribe button and tick the notification bell. I do daily updates every single morning. This is just a live stream, kind of hanging out, see what's going to happen. Do we have any divergence in here, guys? Not really. We had some hidden bullish divergence here. That played out. And now, not really any divergence in the 1 hour. How about the 4 hour? Oh, not so much. Go to the back to the 1 hour. Hey, Savvy, check out the daily RSI. I will do that, Shannon. Are you talking about, is there some divergence or something? Yeah, there's some divergence on the daily. There's actually bullish divergence here. And for those of you that don't know what that is, I will try to explain real quick without taking too much stuff off my charts. Bullish divergence. And I've talked about this before. When you guys are using the RSI, I've seen some guys use the wicks. Do not use the wicks when you're looking for divergence on the RSI. The RSI moves with the body of the candle, so you cannot use the wick, because the wick would be down here. When the RSI wicked, the RSI was down here, but when the body went back up, it went back up, and it sticks with the body. Keep that in mind. That's extremely important if you guys are playing with charts. All right, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, Shannon, but I do see bullish divergence here, which is higher lows in the RSI and lower lows in the price action. That is hidden bullish divergence. This could have been played out, but I think it may have more to go. And there's also, if I look at it, we also have bearish divergence right here, which is lower highs and higher highs. So it's kind of a mixed signal here. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Shannon, but there it is. Yeah, it looks bearish also. Yep. Nuts. That's what happens. Honestly, way back here, I remember that was happening a lot. During this area here, we were seeing that a lot, and it always seemed like the bullish divergence trumped the bearish divergence in this area. So if that helps any, same here. It was doing the same here. The hidden bullish was actually trumping the bearish. So kind of gotta just watch and see, I guess. Nationwide direct deposit delay today. Yeah, I seen something about that, but I was working, so I didn't get to read up on it. I don't think the banks had enough money from the repos they've been asking. Yeah, I like I said, I kind of skimmed through some stuff and I seen something about it, and I wanted to go back and look at it, and I totally forgot. Paul said that's a no trade then. Steve Hub says, stack the sats, people. Very curious to see what happens here. Let's go back over to the 1 hour. Let's go into the 4 hour, actually. So this actually looks like, let's put, if my 69.41 doesn't get a bounce, could be looking at about that 68.20 area. Yep, ride the wave up or buy in lower or just hold. Lewis Patterson, man, I unsubbed that Uncle Jerry Chico fool. I gotta switch this up a little bit. There we go. Little Miss Begster, 18 to 24 months. Have your spacesuit ready. I'm hoping to stack a few Satoshis on the way up with a couple smartly placed swing trades. Be careful, Little Miss Begster. Very hard to tell at the moment. Could go up or down. I will buy once daily is above the 20 MA. Yeah, I don't use the MA in crypto. Crypto is so small. I use the EMAs. And if we took a look at the 21 EMA, which is more accurate in crypto, on the 4 hour we're above it. But let's look at the daily. Daily we are, the 21 EMA is right around the 77.90 area. What was that? Do I have a new subscriber? I don't see it on there. But if you just subscribed, welcome. Lord Baltimore, love the coverage. What's up, Lord Baltimore? It would be great if you could include silver in your charts. Only way is up. I may pop it in there once in a while. I threw gold in there today, right here. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot of time in the morning, especially. I get up super early to make the videos, and you guys see 20 minutes of it. There's a lot, or not even, 10 minutes. There's a lot more that goes into making the videos that people just don't get. It takes a lot longer. It takes a lot of time. I wake up super early so I can get to work on time after making the video. So Black YouTube is scared of crypto. Rather talk about gossip all day. I'm an outcast. Don't bother with silver charts, just buy. Song Siren, no problem. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the likes, guys. It's getting better. At least we got 119 now. At least some people are helping out. And I know some people just don't think about it. And if you forgot, go ahead and do it now. Click the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Like I said, this is just a live stream. I'm just kind of hanging out, talking with you guys. But I do daily updates with TA in the morning, every single morning. And I give you my view of the market. Yeah, check it out. Make sure you subscribe. And check out the links down below. I have a bunch of links down there. That really help the channel out also. Some of them you get some free crypto. There's some exchange links down there if you want to dabble in trading, but I highly suggest if you are going to trade, to start out with a fake account first, like a test net, and try it first. See if you're even willing to learn, because you don't want to just jump in and lose your money, guys. And don't trade high leverage. And do not put in more than you're willing to lose, just like anything else. If you put in more than you're willing to lose, you'll probably lose it because you're not willing to, and your emotions will get involved, and you will screw up big time. How many trolls have hit the dislike button? Haha, show yourself, trolls. It's all right. They can hit the dislike button. All of it helps. And I can't see the dislikes on here, so. What is... Let's see. Bitfinex longs are still crazy high. BitMEX is around 44% or 54%. Binance is still low at 37% long. The total is about 66% long, and 34% short. I just want to retire already. I'm sick of the daily BS. I like to go tell all my clients to go to blank themselves. Thanks, Paul Sigley. Much appreciated, man. Renee Montenegro. Savvy, I think it needs to go to 5K for the last flush of the weekends. It's possible. It's definitely possible. I don't think 5K, though. The 5300 is the 0.786, and that is about as far as I think it'll go. I know people are talking about this support here around 4200. And they say because it went up too fast. Well, even if it just gradually went up, we would be about where we're at now. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I think it's a good possibility the bottom's in here. We'll see. I really do, though. And you know why I say that? What's your daily job? I run a company branch out where I'm at now. I also own another company. But yeah, I run a store, a branch. We do heavy equipment stuff in the stone quarries and coal mines and stuff. Rumor, you got that right. What did Rumor say? I didn't get it. Litecoin is Santa's stocking price, right? Savvy, I know you have the two exchanges below, but which do you like the best? I actually like them both. It depends on what I'm doing. Prime XBT is quick and simple, and you can do a little bit of different stuff. Bybit, that's what I use the most. Big move coming very soon. What do you think? Looks like it's getting ready to go up or down. It looks like it wants to go up, but I still think it's going to come down first. If it does go up, I don't think it's going to break this high for sure, and it'll come back down. But we'll see. I know I'm going to change my long order if we don't go down and tag it in the next 43 minutes, though. And that's the thing, if you are trading, you got to be flexible. And you know, don't enter trades just because. If you actually plan them out, look for good low risk entries and exits, and you know, learn to use your stop losses. Trading is a little bit safer, but most people don't do that. They just want to win a whole bunch of money really fast and get rich, and greed, and they never want to take little bits of profit, and yeah, people get screwed that way. Is right now a good time to buy and hold? If you believe in it, why not? If you're just buying and thinking you're going to get rich in a month, then probably not. I'm trying to understand. I'll do. Good advice. Stop loss is a must. Yeah. Yeah, I'm be the first to admit, man, there was times I didn't put a stop loss in. Or, you know, when I first started trading, just regular trading, not even leverage, which leverage is even way more dangerous, but it would say I was in a long and it would start coming down. I would start moving my stop loss down further, thinking, okay, it's going to bounce, it's going to bounce, it's going to bounce, and it never bounced. And next thing you know, I'm down close to liquidation. And yeah, that's why I say make a plan, stick to the plan. When you put your stops in, be okay with willing to lose that much. You know, 1%, 2%, whatever it might be. And don't get worried about it. If you lose a 1% and you were trying to gain 5 or 10 or 15, you know, and I heard a guy once, he was talking about, if you understand risk management, money management, you don't even have to be that good of a trader. You could trade, as long as you trade properly and manage your money and your risk properly, you could do 100 trades, and as long as you won 30 of them, you would come out profitable. Just stumbled across the screen. The graphs look professional. Thanks, HMS Belfast. By the way, boys, Bybit makers fees aren't cheap. 0.00078 cents per contract. So make sure you measure your move to include your in and out fees, or you'll be donating your margin. Use 75% of your margin max. Yeah, good point. A lot of people don't think about the fees. Enter in low volatility to avoid high ADL lights. You watch, most of you will make tons of money by holding versus minuscule amount of comparison by trading. Yeah, I hold most of my portfolio. I have certain amounts I'll put in to trade with, and that's what I stick with. Sometimes a little bit bigger amounts than others depending on the trade, but I don't sit and day trade either, guys. I mean, I do sometimes. I'll play around if I see some decent trades, and I post them in the Discord. But I like to play bigger breakouts, and I'll wait. You know, sometimes like I used to swing trade only, and when I do just swing trading, it might be weeks before I enter a trade. You know, it might be a month, 2 months before I enter a trade to look for a good trade setup. Robinhood is fine with me. Yeah, if you don't want to own the Bitcoin, I mean, it's not like you can pull Bitcoin off of there. On Robinhood, you're just playing with the price action. You actually don't own any Bitcoin. Always use limit orders to save on fees. Yeah, unless you know, get in, I don't know. I've entered on the market, hit market. Sometimes ain't got time to put the price in or whatever. But yeah, if you use limit orders and hit post only, you actually, I think if you hit post only, you can be a maker and you actually earn a little bit while you're in the trade because you're actually providing liquidity for the market. Oh, be holding once bull market starts. At the moment, don't mind trading as bearish. Be careful there, man, in case the market takes off on you. Like, I was going to say earlier, what I'm feeling right now, I don't know how many of you were here back last December when I first started doing videos, was right here, and just was getting tons of hate because I was the only bullish person out there. And I even, once we hit over here, I even did an Elliott wave count. You can go back and check my videos from way back then. And I think it got me up to like 6,500, I want to say, somewhere like that. You can check it. But anyway, you can check all my videos. I was calling all these tops all the way up. But how I feel right now, right here, right now, with the sentiment in the market and Twitter and just the way people are acting and YouTubers going at each other's throats, it reminds me so much of this right here. It has to go to 1,500. It has to go to 1,000. It has to go to 2,300. It has to go to... That's all you heard. That's all you heard everywhere. Nobody was calling for up except me, and it was hated on. I didn't hardly get any subscribers because nobody believed it. If anyone here is new to Bitcoin, a trading view account is very helpful to have. Learning how to read the charts is very beneficial. Yes, I also have a trading view link down below. And if you do the pro version, I think that you get a $30 back. I think you get a discount just for, there's a free version too. If you're just starting out, just try the free version before you even purchase TradingView. I think you get 5 free indicators using the free version. There's a lot more stuff you can do to go into like the pro version or, you know, any of the upgrades. But start out with the free one. See if it's even something you want to do instead of wasting the money. Good point, cutie. I'm still fairly new to crypto, but learning a lot. I play around with swing trading, but holding a lot more. Yeah, be careful if you're just jumping in trying to swing trade and not understanding the charts. And it's funny, you know, I like the analysts, like you got guys out there, the news guys, and they crack on analyzing the market, saying it doesn't work, and I'll tell you that right now. And they're, you know, come on, man. If you guys were watching the stream yesterday, we freaking called this move right here. I believe we were down here, called it up here. We put this target in before this even broke out down here, and bam, smoked it. So anybody that says TA doesn't work is naive, lazy, they don't want to learn, or they gave it a half-ass shot and lost their ass, and now they just talk it down. And I know people that have done that. Has anyone used the eToro exchange? Seems like a joke to me. I have not used it. I know they pay a lot for a lot of commercials, though. Can you paper trade on that platform? On Bybit, you can. They have a... Bybit has a test net where you can play with fake money. Yes. Chili Dog. Yup, made some loot there. Thanks. Right on. Jago. Hi, Savvy. Any chance you can give me your thoughts about IOTA? Do you like it or not? I don't. I do not like any of them coins. That's just my opinion, though. There's other guys you can go ask about them. I don't care for them. I'm Bitcoin and Litecoin are the only two things I really am into. Paul Sigley, tons to learn. I've been in crypto for 2 years and still learning. Dig deep, man. Dig deep. The more you learn, the more secure you feel in the space. That's been my experience. Which do you trust more out of Coinbase and Binance? Probably Coinbase, but I still wouldn't leave my crypto on any exchange. I don't care what exchange it is. eToro, yes, they report your account to the taxes. Happened to me. Steve Hub said same here. I don't know what he was replying to. So. George Loveless, Coinbase fees are so high. Yeah, you got to use Coinbase Pro. The fees used to be a lot cheaper. I guess they raised even Coinbase Pro now, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jacob Michaels, TA works, but there are so many unknown geopolitical things in the world that causes movement the TA can't account for. But even when that happens, the support, resistance, and trends still remain. Everything falls in within them. You can go back anywhere in this chart, and like people are saying, you know, the sell off this, the sell off that, and all the what is that? One coin scam did this, did that. Even though, if you look back at my videos, even though I was bullish, I was still giving lower targets, and all them targets hit, and they were all spots where it stopped. TA works. I mean, if you use it and you actually learn it, there's no denying it. None. Takes forever to fund Coinbase Pro, like 10 days or something. Yeah, that's pretty wild. The economy lags behind the markets. The news lags behind the markets, because I truly believe that all the big moves and stuff, when they happen, that's people that know a lot more than we do. And by the time we hear about it, it's too late. They already made their move. What's up, Adam? Howdy, man. Thoughts on the weekly and monthly close? I talked about that a little bit this morning. The weekly would be nice to see it come way up here above the 8,000 to the 8,100 area. But the monthly, I'd like to see it close and at least stay above this 70-73 area, which is the 21 EMA. We've been talking about that all week. We actually dipped way below it, and now we are back above it now. So we're getting support at the 21 EMA now. I would like to see the monthly close above there. If we can close that above there, I think we have a better chance of moving up more. If we close down below here, then Do you still predict 48,000 at year's end? It was 46,000, and obviously that's not going to happen. I said that a long time back, that it doesn't compare to the gold chart anymore. Is there any other exchange? I know people are dragging ass on the 46,000 thing when there were analysts calling way worse than that, and professional analysts that work for big firms and below me, people. Jesus. No problem, George. If you want to take a bit of profit, how do you do that? What do you mean? You put a You put it depends on if you're long or short, and then you put the opposite order in with how much you want to get rid of. Yeah, you just put another like limit order or whatever. You can put a limit order in with the price you want to get out, and put, you know, you want to say you're in a long, then you would, and you had 1 BTC and you wanted to collect on half of it. So then you would put in your target 5 BTC and then, you know, sell. If you were going long, you would sell 5 BTC. If you were going short, you would buy. Looks like the Bitcoin time traveler was wrong calling 100K by 2020. Did he say by 2020? Or he didn't say before 2020, right? Exactly. G the Maggot loves chili dogs. I don't like chili dogs, man. I get heartburn. I'm old. Yeah, we didn't break that, so. Still think we're gonna. Well, you know what, guys? We're probably gonna come down. If we're coming down, we're probably gonna do it. The first part of the daily open. We'll probably open the candle, do our down move. So we have a wick at the bottom. Like I said, on the dailies, you never, very rare, there's one here. We didn't move much, but there's one right there. And look how many candles we have after that. And there's always wicks at both ends. Always. Almost always. It's very rare not to have a wick. So if we were going to go up here, I would like to see it open, go down first, and then up. That way we get a little wick on it. Why is it not notifying me that you're online? Yeah, I know. It sucks, man. I heard people bitch about it, that YouTube shutting them off. Anyone that's in here and you're subscribed to the channel, go to your notification bell, hit the notification bell, and a screen will pop up, and hit the all button. And that way you will get notified as soon as it comes out. But that's been happening to a lot of people. Having is going to be a crucial FOMO. We run or they run away. It's going to take at least 6 months for it to happen, in my opinion. I have a pennant drawn, getting close to the apex, but following it perfectly. Where's your pennant, Channing? What time frame is that? I get notifications on the mobile, but not my desktop. Yeah, check it out. Make sure that all buttons checked. When you tick the notification bell, make sure the all buttons checked. The Discord notify you every time. That's what the time traveler said. From now on, there's a slight slowdown as the value increased by a factor 10 every 2 years to $1,000 in 2015 to $10,000 in 2017 to $100,000 in 2019. Excuse me, into $1 million in 2021. That's what the time traveler said. The Discord notify you every time. 1 million in 21. Yikes. Guess we wait and see. Kevin Sharaswak. Hopefully I didn't murder that too bad. I'm new here. What are your favorite indicators for Bitcoin? I heard EMA 21. Actually, I use the EMA. These are all EMAs. I use the 8 EMA, the 13 EMA, the 21 EMA, the 55, and the 200. And I use RSI, and it's just the default setting at 14. Looks like McAfee is eating his manhood too, right? Many thanks, night guys. I've hit the bell. Good show. Take it easy, Paul. Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, I will probably be getting off here soon too, because I don't think we'll have the drop before the daily open now. But I still think we're going to get a drop before a move up. So it's pronounced Shazwalk. All right. Kevin Shazwalk. Well, what's up, man? QD for blockchain said, I like using the 12 and 26 EMAs, but you have to do your own research. Yeah, you just got to see what works for you and what your style is and, you know, play around with it. Beta Camp 71, hello from Laredo, Texas. Hello. I went to Texas for my first time last year. It was hot as hell and miserable. Steve Hubbs, agree. Drop for a final wave, then a big move up in 2020. Let's go back to 2010 and spend 1K on Bitcoin. Wouldn't that be nice? Triple bottom, load them up. This could be a double bottom here, guys. Like I said, that's my opinion based on the market feels exactly like it did around the 31 to 3200. The sentiment is the exact same, man. Everybody is convinced that we are going lower. People are saying, yeah, but they make a good point. They're calling 5,000, 4,000. It's the same guys that were calling 1,500, 2,000, 2,300. If the price breaks the trend line, do you think there would be a bullish run? Which trend line are you talking? Not this little one. No, this white one up here. If this white one breaks, I do believe the measured move will be around the 8,100 bucks. And then we're gonna have the 77 was heavy resistance. I would expect that to be support. Maybe come back down and test that before continuing up. We'll see. Steve Hubbs said, yes, agreed about the sentiment being similar to December 2018 to February 2019. Yeah, it feels the exact same. I mean, it's almost like deja vu, man. The way Twitter's reacting and in the way YouTubers are going at each other's throats. And yeah, it's pretty, oh man, it seems just like it. Steve Hubbs said, I wish I had bought more then, making up for it some by taking advantage of this drop. Santa gift, right? Anybody projecting and speculating on future value based on past performance is an idiot. Stop listening to these people. Working Man Steve. What the hell? He must be Working Man Steve. Didn't I talk to you the other day? Speculating on future value and past performance is an idiot. Obviously, you don't do your research, buddy. Go do some research, actually learn it, try it out, and then come back and say it doesn't work. But apparently you've never tried it. You've never put any time into it. BD Camp 71, thanks for the tip. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for all the support. And I truly mean that when I say that, guys. Like when I go through, I know a lot of people don't read all their comments and stuff. I read every single comment from you guys. So Steve Hubb said he doesn't hold any Bitcoin, another troll. Right. So yeah, thanks for the tip, man. I appreciate it. Tips are appreciated, but not expected, guys. Shooting at the mall in Oklahoma State. Is that for real? Eddie Video Star? See, that stupid phone never shuts up, man. Sick of it. Oh, let's see if it's on there. Then why are you in here trolling, man? Oh, San Antonio, 16 hours ago. Not showing anything. San Antonio, I don't see nothing in Oklahoma though. $263 people and only 155 likes. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. It's the least you can do. Click on over. Smash that like button. Give me some props with the like button. While some employees are watching your vids. I'm referring to Traveler Man. Oh, all right. I got you. What a buzzkill. Guys, let's pump the likes to 169. TC, it worked last time. Try it again. See what happens. How far are we away? 160. Yeah, I do know a lot of people just don't think about it. So that's why I remind you guys. So you can hit the like. And I really do appreciate that. You guys don't understand how much that helps the channel. Also, check out my wife's webpage, inkyourimage.com, guys. There's also hoodies and stuff. And not just the stuff on the shirts. You can put anything on any of this stuff. Any crypto you want, as long as it's not trademarked. And if it's trademarked, that probably means it's centralized. And it's not a real decentralized crypto. But anyway, yeah, she does keychains, socks, a lot of other stuff too. She can put anything on. It's not cheap vinyl. This stuff actually, you can't feel it. It's actually just part of the shirt. So anything you want on it, and she can do high detail on stuff too. Just another quick wife shill, because I noticed there's some new people in here. Penn Square Mall. So it really did happen. That sucks, man. Paul Bear said, give Savvy some love. He does this all for free. Also can vouch shirts and coffee mugs are great quality. Thanks, Paul Bear. Much appreciated. Dirksy, clothing is amazing quality. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's not the cheap iron-on crap or vinyl. Like I said, it's none of that crap. It don't come off. It don't wear off. Robin Rosali said, me and my trader friends are waiting for support at 6,000 or 5,900 levels. What do you think about it? I'm looking for support right around here, around the 69.40 range. That's what I'm looking for, but that's me. And it could go as low as 69.30, maybe somewhere in there. But I'm looking for a bounce off there. Obviously, you haven't been in here, but I'll show you why I'm looking at that. And I am looking at it because of this channel right here that we popped out of. And let me throw my fibs on there real quick. Throw my Fibonacci retracement tool, if I can find it. From the swing low to the swing high, which is up here. And that lines up with the 0.5 also. And like I said, it could come down to the 0.618, 6,800. I don't see the 6,000 though. But again, I could be wrong. I do have a 6,000 target down here, and that's a measured move of breaking out of the bottom of this channel again. But I do think this was a bear trap, but that would get the 6,000. But right now I'm expecting a bounce at the 69.40 area. I believe that's what's going to happen, but that's just my opinion. Love your TA. Damn, thanks. Much appreciated. Shit, that's a nice tip, man. Mr. Pong 1, how many times can we hit the likes? Is there a way to do it more than one time? Nah, man, I think it's just one and done. Working Man Steve, South Park Mall is where the shooting occurred. San Antonio, Texas. 4 victims, all were stabilized last night. Oh, okay. Damn. So at least nobody died, right? Shitty world we live in, guys. Shitty world. I think things are gonna have a drastic change in the next 5 or 10 years, man. not to get off the subject, but I'm going to get off the subject just for a second and say that. All right, back to the subject. So anyways, it's kind of boring. We're probably definitely not going to have a move till after the daily open, but I do think it'll probably be down. How many people are in here? 238 and still only 138 likes. 241 people and still only 138 likes. Hit the 1 button if you've already hit the like. Hit the 2 button if you haven't and you're gonna, and hit the 3 button if you're just not gonna hit it, or give me a thumbs down. South Park Mall is where the shooting occurred. Oh, I already read that. Reg, Jacob, Phil, Brian, Josh. I've already liked. I can't like anymore. Freedom Rider 2. Hit the damn like, guys. It's not that difficult. It really, really helps the channel out. There we go. Now they're going up. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that much. I don't want to bore you guys to death, but there's not really much else happening. The opening will be interesting to see, I guess, but I could always... Thanks, Harry. I appreciate that, brother. But I am going to get out of here. Much love, Jonathan. And, yeah, I'm going to get out of here. If something happens and pops off or whatever, I may get back on live. So make sure you tick your notification bells and make sure that all is checked once you hit the bell. Click the all, because otherwise it won't notify you. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I do daily updates every single day, and I try to get on when there is some action happening. I will try to do live streams. Can't always, but I will try when I can. Thanks a lot, guys. I really do appreciate all your guys' support, each and every one of you. And I mean that, truly. You guys are awesome. Thanks for everything, and I'm out of here.